Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ali and this is a Wasatch Hustlers channel. And this channel is dedicated to our reseller journey. We started reselling in March 2019 and today is January 1st, 2021. Making this channel has been in my mind for several months, almost since we started reselling, because I really wanted to start documenting our journey and where we were, where we started, but I didn't do it. So here we are, going from almost 2 years of reselling. Um, this video, I want to make an effort to also post in the same channel in Portuguese and Spanish, and I'll tell you in a bit why. The the idea of having this business was not ours actually. It was my mother-in-law. So this video, I will tell you the backstory of why we started and where we were back in March. So in March 2019, I was almost married for 2 years. We had small children, and we moved. We had in our townhome about um, 6 months, and we were trying to figure out ways to make more money and so we could move to a bigger house probably in 3 5 years later. um, we were trying to pay off some debt and we were just trying to see what was the easiest way to make more money to generate more income. And my mother-in-law was the one that had the idea. Actually, she sells books online in Brazil, and she told us if I can make it there with the mail system being slower, I'm sure you guys can do it here. And I was like, no, nobody buys used books. I never buy used books. Whatever. I don't think it's gonna work out. And she started searching, and with her English as limited as it was, she just looked it up and shared with us. And I was like, okay, let's give it a shot and let's see where we go. Like the worst thing, we're out a few $100s, and that's that. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do these videos also in Spanish and in Portuguese, because I couldn't find a lot of information in those languages. And I feel that this communities, the Latino community and the Portuguese speaking community, can also benefit from reselling. And so that's why I'm doing that. But back to my story. So we started with $1,500. We did not buy $1,500 worth of product. We started buying $400 worth of books, and we spent about $100 on other things that we needed, like labels, things to clean the books, boxes, um, the the laser printer, and the label printer that we found in a thrift store. I'll go over in a little bit more detail in another video what we did with those first 1,500. Um, but then we started March, and then in April 2019, we had a profit of about $80. And I remember feeling like we did so little and we got $80 back. We didn't lose money, we made money. So that was good. I think that is what got me going into believing into this business. I grew up in a household where businesses were not the strongest suit. It wasn't something that made me believe being a business owner was possible for me. And that was April. In May we made, I think, 150, almost to, like, I think it was to 150, 180. And then we started to not just buy books but actual uh, clothes that we were able to sell, that we were not gated, cleaning supplies, beauty supplies. And then we started selling on eBay, and eBay, you're not gated on things, so you can just sell whatever you find. You just need to learn about the market and how to price things. But eBay also like started to sell two things a day, and I was like, hey, people are looking at the things that we have, so let's keep going. And we started going to garage sales and more thrift stores. And please don't please don't judge me, but before that, I have never been inside a thrift store. In my head, I was like, I don't need to go to a thrift store. I could just go to Ross or TJ Maxx or the mall or other places to buy clothes. I have no style. I'm 32 years old and I still don't know what to wear. So for me, it's really hard to buy clothes. And I just see an outfit. I'm like, okay, I like it. It's cheap. I can buy it. Buy. I don't have the head of, oh, I can combine these things. Like I have friends that they buy at thrift stores and they can make a full outfit out of random things. That was me getting sidetracked. Anyway, but we were able to find a lot of things, and I learned how to clean books and how to clean shoes and how to remove stains from clothes. And it's been a journey. It's been a whole experience in every level. I remember all my teachers from college. You need to pay attention in your accounting, and you need to pay attention on all these classes because one day you will learn it, um, and you will need it. So yeah, pay attention in class. But back to my story. So that's how we started. Of course, Amazon is always if you think about it, if you need to buy wipes, where do you go? You just go to Amazon. You're not gonna go. There's a small chance that you will go to eBay to see if it's cheaper. There's a small chance that you will go to Walmart.com and see if it's cheaper there. You just go to Amazon and buy things. So Amazon, we do a big effort in Amazon, big investment in Amazon because that's what reaches the biggest audience, right? Here is, as you can see, all of our bins of things that we need to sell. And um, what else was I going to say? I don't remember. I got sidetracked on things, you guys. Oh, anyway, so like I said at the beginning, we were trying to have this business in order to reach some financial goals that we had. And right now, we are in a different place. We started with our in the basement of our townhome, which was I think 500 square feet, if I'm not mistaken. It was unfinished basement, so we just put the same shelves. I'll show you in another video with bins and make everything fit the best it could. And in November 2019, we had the idea and the dream that we to build our own home. And I think having that and being able to um, have that goal, that vision that we were going to be able to buy this house where we are right now, a single family house, and work towards that down payment, work towards that goal, I think is what made us grow the business as much as we did. 2019, we had a profit of about $13,000, and I was like amazed because it was not a lot of hours that we put in. You know, we worked barely part-time hours in the business, and we made okay money. You know, for the I know how much work I put in, and it wasn't that many hours. And like I don't remember if I mentioned it before, but my husband and I were still full-time employees, 9 to 5, and my boss was not gonna give me a $13,000 raise. Neither my husband's employer was gonna give him a $13,000 raise. Um, and I was like, you know what? We can do this. We can do this. Let's. And we kept pushing it. And my husband, he's great with numbers. He's great with all the accounting part, and we were able to push the business as much as we did. And in July, 2020, uh, regardless of the pandemic, regardless of a lot of things, we were able to move into this house, which I love. Is the house exactly the way I want it, and we were able to do that down payment. We are able to uh, go on trips and do things, and I think that's where the freedom comes, right? When you have the means to provide that to your family. In this house, we have about 50, I think it's 13 or 1500 square feet between our basement, the garage, and a closet where I just keep like the big coats. I'm not gonna have big coats and bins because they get wrinkly and I don't like it. But that's how we started. That's where we are. Um, it's a business. Reselling is a business. You can do it with very little space, with very little capital, um, and you can grow from there. There's people that they've grown their business with zero money, just with the shoes or the kitchen items or things they had laying around in their house. Um, and you can be successful. You can, if you put in the work, you can do it. Another thing about me is you'll see that I do a lot of corporate references because I've worked for corporate for about 15 years now. and and yeah, so don't think that you have to have this huge warehouse or this huge storage. Of course, depends on how much money you're putting in, right? If you're starting with $100,000, then that's different. But most of us that start with a few hundred or a few thousand, then the story is different. But you can start with what you have, okay? And I think if you find my channel, it's because and this idea of having your own business has been in your mind for a while. If you find my channel and you are at this 12 and a half minutes still listening to me, you want to do it. Or maybe it's not reselling, maybe it's another type of business. Maybe you like to sell watercolor portraits or crafts or bows or baby clothing or whatever it is. You have the idea of starting your business. And I can tell you, if you don't start, it's not going to happen, of course. And if you start little, you will start doing those little steps and grow and grow and grow until you are in a very good place. Just think of all those people that Elon Musk, how he started with PayPal and uh, the other things that he did, and Tesla, and think about Jeff Bezos himself. He started in a garage selling books, shipping things on the floor. And look where he is now. You always have to take that first step. If you want to make all the millions, all the thousands, you first need to grab those first couple of dollars. And by doing that, you will start grabbing tens and then thousands, and then you're going to move to bigger figures. But you have to start now. It's like everything in life. And here's my first corporate reference. I've had about 6 jobs, 6 different jobs in the last few years, and I've never been hired, start, and they tell me, here's what you're gonna do. That's your desk, figure it out, right? And all the jobs that I had, at least they gave me a 2-week training of whatever it is that I was doing. I had the qualifications because that's why they hired me. They saw my resume, they interviewed me, and they're like, this girl is good, and she's gonna be good, and we're gonna train her, and she's gonna be better in this. So give yourself the freaking time, okay? Not because you started today means that tomorrow you're gonna be blowing millions. Maybe you are. Maybe you're special. I don't know. But I'm talking in my own experience. Uh, with my corporate analogy is I was hired, I had orientation, I had my training, and after a few weeks they let me do this much, and then I mastered that and they gave me this much, and until one day they were like, this is the rest of your job, you're good. And there I was for whatever long I lasted, or I got promoted, or whatever happened. Okay, so do that. Give yourself the time. If you started reselling, every week you need to evaluate and see where you are and where you want to go. But on goals and things, that's another video. I told myself this video was going to be 10 minutes and it's almost 16. But give me a thumbs up. I will also upload the Spanish and Portuguese. But leave your comments, your questions of what other videos you or things you want me to talk about reselling. And I'll see you next time.